So gonna get right into it. Hope it's bright enough back here. If not, gonna ask Code to bring the light. So let's see. It just doesn't look like it wants to focus, but we'll give it a go. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Gonna be making more of these. I don't have any larva lace or angel hair, but I've been using some of the dubbing for the bellies. There's these little bait fish flies that I've been dying to try, or try to recreate. And it's gonna use some bead chain eyes. It's not very close, is it? But we'll give it a go. A little tired. I think I probably should have taken a walk first. So let me move a little closer. Alright, well that's not so bad. Oh, now that we're here, I can show y'all. This is the pole I was talking about. And it has the SW60 spinning reel on it. That's the one I grew up using. As you can tell by the coloring, it's quite old. So for the belly, I think I did it a little backwards. So for the belly, I used just a little bit of blood quill. So let me grab that. Did I put it away? Ooh. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit. I still can't get over the fact that Bass Pro is no longer in the area. I really wanted to try to pick up one of those Cabela's grab bags, just to have some random bits. But the closest one now is in Port St. Lucie. So just got some of this for a little fluff and scrub. But I think I'm actually now tying this arse backwards. What did I start with? Okay, so let me put this aside. I do have a bag clip. I'm gonna set that aside. And I also have that hair tinsel, and it did come with some pearl. I didn't really get a chance to look at it because I think the day after. But these are going to be perfect. They're really sturdy. They're designed to be, you know, woven into your hair, and you could bathe in them, swim in them, and very good pull strength. So really stoked on these. And look how long. Quite long. Other than sardines. Let me think. I don't have a light, and it's a little dim. A light would be probably a good idea, because then I could stream in just about every corner. Hello, alien. Just been using this ice dub until I get some larval lace or angel hair. And then just pull some up and try to get it a little undone. The fibers are about maybe 1.5 inches, an inch maybe. But you could get a nice pinch, and it does really beautiful things. My parents are watching Lucy, the movie, not Code's dog. Oop. I don't know why I pulled that hard, but it's okay.
How much is left? 500 grams. And how long will it take my body to eliminate the rest of it?
Really nice. This ice dab. Definitely losing my voice a little bit.
CPH4.
But that's okay. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough too. I do talk pretty dang quiet in person. Hoping to bring these to Lake Worth Pier. I know Code has a few days left off his holiday break, so going to try to hit the pier today. And I'm not gonna bring much because I don't plan well. So just gonna bring a few so I don't get salt air in. But gonna make more of these. I just now realized I forgot to add the wire, the lead wire, because this is weighted, and the eyes. But that's okay. I'll continue. So I kind of want to try to add some of this hair tinsel. I'm not exactly sure what the easiest way to cut this free is gonna be. I'll just take it out of the package. That's gonna be very cool. Oh yeah, that's it. I wish I had my little purple thing to measure this, because I'm not sure how thin it is, but it looks just like the 0.33 millimeter tinsel that I see on. So I'm gonna have to mute this in a second. It's really loud. I could hardly hear myself think, but here, let me mute this real quick. Okay. That sucks.
Everything's different now. Like, sounds are music that I can understand. Like fluids.
Welcome to the pit. Let's go save some lives.
Alright, I'm gonna have to mute this. Just hold on, I gotta slow that down.
The pit, streaming
Like,
exclusively on Max.
I just don't understand who could watch a TV so loud while having a headache.
Bulletproof vest from Apex Armor, now available in the U.S. For your safety, get it today at 50%
What
off
to
for
do?
just
I just gotta find a trailer or something.
Bulletproof vest, and you'll thank yourself when it matters most. Featuring Apex Armor's latest Dragon
who I was and what I wanted to be. And now that I have access to the furthest reaches of my brain,
I have to do volume control here, because you never know. Tensions are also quite high, but I feel like that's understandable.
Like this pain you're experiencing, it's blocking you from understanding.
Just trying to load this up with as much shine as I can. And
One of the others
so
carrying
far
drugs
digging it.
for medicinal purposes.
So I'm going to add a little bit more pearl, and then I'm going to add a silver belly. I lost my tweezers. I found my tweezers. It's just so loud. I can't think of. Oh. Need a, how do you say, studio space. It'd be nice to find a shared studio space. So this vise is so short, so it just rests on the table for the most part, unfortunately. Wasn't the best choice. I wish I did a little bit more patience. I wish I did more patience and didn't get suckered into a kit with materials. I just wasn't sure I was going to be able to get materials out here, so I really tried to find one that was like inclusive. Please excuse me.
Me too.
So what did I do?
Can I borrow your laptop?
Alright, so the eyes, and I'm gonna use not the largest, but there's a few different size bead chains just from jewelry making and plumbing. So I'm going to use this really nice. Has a really nice space in between the two beads also, so I can really get it anywhere on the hook. And then I'll throw some silver on the belly. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit. A lot of phone calls, non-stop phone calls, but hopefully we have the appointment that was the most important scheduled. Seems like everything went through, so just really hoping that, you know, all the paperwork needed is had. No issues, because there's enough issues. So what now? I think I'm going to add the silver belly real quick. Now this vise obviously doesn't have 360 gyro Tesla technology, so I have to just turn it around, and now it's going to be really close to the table.
Professor, my cells are reproducing at a phenomenal speed, several million per second. I'm having trouble precisely evaluating the time of my death, but I doubt when it's more than 24 hours.
So it added that where?
What I'm saying is that your theory is not a theory. I absorbed a large quantity of synthetic BPH4 that will allow me to use 100% of my cerebral capacity. Right now I'm at 28%. What she wrote is true. Once the brain reaches 20%, it opens up and expands the rest. There are no obstacles. They fall away like dominoes. I'm colonizing my own brain.
So for this, don't want it too long, I don't think. So it doesn't get all wrapped around. So, did I do that last? Yeah. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Finally made it down to my hometown. So, trying my best to stay busy. Didn't tie for a good week, but made a few things for the pier. And this is my favorite so far. This is just using that boa from Hobby Lobby. Also weighted. I put a little dubbing on its underside. So it's like a shrimpo or something. Shrimpy minnow, maybe? And just a little flash. And then, of course, the one I'm trying to recreate now. I've been trying to make some sabiki rigs. However, the fluorescent material I have, this stuff, it just doesn't really... I don't think I have the skills yet to like make this useful for me. It's kind of the texture and the material like doll hair or Barbie hair, but I just can't seem to cut it gracefully. Like this was all one length, but I cut it to kind of like a belly shape, but I just gotta see it in water, I guess. It just doesn't have much life to it. Really vibrant, but... And then this is the guy made the other day. Still haven't made more of them though, because I really want to rework it. So I made it into a smaller one. And really want to make this sabiki. Here's the inspiration. Oop. Here's the inspiration. Got some shrimp boys. And see the crystal flash and a little clear pearl flash boob. And could try to tie that shape. And could go super simple. I just gotta figure out what knot. Oh shoot, hey! So, I'm not sure exactly what knot will be best to attach the hooks to the like main leader line or what have you. Not really sure how to word that, but that's the one I was trying to get. Hey Key Lime, how you doing? The shaven fish. What lovely question. Name 5 songs. God damn. But anywho, got an extra one of these guys because I have yet to force code into fishing a sabiki. They're just so fun, especially around the posts of the pier. And and when I was a kid, that was kind of my only real duty out there was for bait fish. And you pull up so many colors. So, I'm not really paying attention to the lengths or anything because every day I'm more tired. But hopefully it's going to be a little easier now that appointments are starting to successfully be made. Just want to get that. I haven't really found a good way to stuff the fluff. Sometimes it gets really close to the eye. Ooh. Gotta think of some more clever, healthy dinners. Okay. Flipping back around. I'm not really paying attention to the lengths. It's a little dim back here. I have rotten eyesight. So, fuck me. So, in this, I have to like get the hook as high as I can on this thing, just for a little bit more wiggle room down here. So, definitely want to trim the... I don't like the ice flash that I have. It's just, anytime I see others, it seems like it has a lot more movement, and this stuff is just really kind of cheap. But real stoked. And key lime, feel free. Most of these would just take a stamp to ship, and I really need some real world feedback. I grew up fishing, but went a few years without, and been wanting to get back because currently living in the swamps, well, coastal right now, my hometown, but wanted to get out there, just nature, but slowly and surely it became more and more important rather than just wanting to get back to good old times, because the state of seafood here, you can't get a single fresh caught fish in Publix, which like touts itself as like a Florida whatever. But it's just exhausting. And there's so much. I mean, I'm in Palm Beach County, so we're just a few miles from the Gulf Stream. And there's so much. And it's heavily part of the culture here, so it's very attainable. And like, even if you don't catch, I'm trying to get more acquainted with unregulated species and the smaller fish. So can always have a cooler full, even if it's to make little sushi or like ladyfish. That was the most like recent one where most of the people on the pier said to toss it because it was a trash fish. But we brought it back and made it into little fish fritters. It was really good. No fishy smell. No fishy smell at all. And you don't even have to fillet it. You just drag a spoon along its body, and it perfect fish paste, which I feel like is a valuable ingredient for a lot of different types of recipes. So this stuff is so fine. I'm in love with it. I wish I knew that every few years. I haven't got back into Christmas mode yet, like Martha Stewart level Christmas appreciation, but this stuff is going to be really fun.
Thank you.
Very sorry, but we need to close the table now.
So since it's gonna be swimming around in the water, I think I'm cutting that quite short, but I'm about to put some penetrator. So let me get that out. Oop. Definitely looking for a better vise.
The cell will choose immortality. In other words, self-sufficiency and self-management.
Gonna be doing, yeah, no worries. Trying to position the camera so my parents can walk by. Oh, good. You can make like a wrap. Because there's the, what is that lettuce called again? Yeah. You can make like a shrimp lettuce wrap. I like my little blob. Or wait, meat. Looks like a little fishy. And so I'm not gonna worry about finishing the head too fancy, because this is just for me experimenting. But if you want one, like, I'm more than happy to make it pretty. The TV is great. Alright, good thing I put my whip finish sucks, but oh no, what did I do? Alright, I got to. Oh, you're doing a good job. Thank you. That's my mommy. Ow. Okay. Just gonna do a 2, maybe 3, because again, this is just for me. Grabbed a magnet. I found a magnet, so threw it up here to hold all the hooks. Oh, thank you. It does have pretty lips, don't it? Look at that face. But I really want to try to get some angel hair or larva lace. There's only one fly shop, and it's about an hour from here, south. So I'm definitely gonna weigh it. I also didn't bring my dang scale. I really wanted to keep track of. So it could have been a little fuller, you know what I mean? But I'm really excited to give it a go. Just wanted something super shiny and quick moving. Because when you look down, all you see is flash and like flash, constant flash. And oh, whoops. Yeah, and this stuff is great. This way more affordable. I don't know how to store it though, if anyone has any ideas. But this is hair tinsel, and they had single packs of it at Walgreens for $4.99. I just dragged some in my coffee, dang it. For $4.99. And after Christmas, it was put on sale, but it was all gone by the time I made it there. So I'm gonna go for a smaller one, because I do want to try to get sabikis going. I just feel like that'd be such an easy thing to make a ton of and pass along down there, or use to trade or barter. See, I'm just gonna have it poking from this corner, unfortunately, because it's such a small vise, but let me tighten. Here, I could probably sneak the volume of the TV down a little bit. What is PayPal for? If you see any flies that you would want to give a go, I'm very much a beginner, so like doesn't hurt my feelings if not. Feel free to order through PayPal, and then like message me on Instagram or Facebook or anything to let me know. But I would see it, and you could write like, you know, for what for. But yeah, absolutely anything. I really want to get into the habit of like going to some of the local antique stores and streaming those, and then you could, if you want anything in the shop, I could ship it. Like a personal shopper. I always thought that would be the coolest job. I find some cool stuff because I just like wandering. This I think would be a nice color combination. Blue, pink, gold, and silver. Hot. It's really hard not to make like, you know, something to wear, because a lot of this stuff my eyes are over the moon every second. Let me mute this real I'm gonna mute this real quick. I'm gonna mute the TV. My dad's really into action movies, but they're so loud. yeah, I wanted to show this cup. How sick is this? Oldie. There's some, looks like a glue or resin or something. My dad's blue collar, so there's glue and different types of stuff on a lot. But also found one of the old little tarot necklaces I used to make. And all the scraps of the crystal flash and the flashaboo I'm going to be putting in resin molds. I just think they would look incredible. And maybe put some old stainless steel hooks in it, like hooks that can't be used anymore. And for Christmas ornaments or sun catchers, because a lot of these materials like you would get for resin art anyway. And the little bits, oh my gosh, they reflect so much light, and that's really, you know, what I'm after for, you know, making things sparkly. And then here is one of her plates that broke, so I took it home and soldered a bunch of pieces onto a chain. Just using that, yeah, you can see some of the, did this, God, my mom is still driving around, so like 6-7 years ago. And it was hanging on one of their things, so I'm gonna just show it. There's a lot of, like a very long timeline of my crafts here from making jewelry for my mom for so long. I'm sure I'll run into the hooks too that I used to decorate for my dad eventually. Really trying to find some wooden shelves, wooden, metal, plastic, actually it doesn't really matter, just anything besides particle board. It's Florida. One flood, you're done. So making a smaller one. I have to actively remember I'm making a smaller one. Else I'll add too much. Hey David, how you doing? Fun hack and time flies. Coastal currently, so focusing on kind of saltwater looking ones. And right now just making them up as I go. Code for my birthday got me this, which I was really struggling without because the internet and I, we're not the closest of friends. We just spend too much time together to the point it's toxic. And so yeah, I like having hard copies. I am looking to have it spiral bound, but it has everything, and every time I asked in groups a book for patterns, this seemed to be it. And nice and, you know, streamlined, so I could throw it in my bag. And yeah, I made some dubbing. Alright, so I'm really excited to make a small one because I just think it's gonna be so flashy. But this time I am going to add 2 tufts of the silver crystal flash to the belly. And I think this is what I'm gonna use to make the sabiki bait fish. Because it's all just you know, an idea of something to make that I could instantly use. Because, please don't hesitate, I'm not exaggerating. I'd like to ship some of these flies out for some, you know, feedback. Because I love tying these. You know, I've made jewelry, arts, and crafts my whole life, but just, God, it just keeps piling up. And, you know, if I want a pair of earrings or something, or if somebody wants me to make a pair for like a loved one's birthday, for sure, but I'm not trying to fill an Etsy shop anymore with just jewelry. This, totally different. And like, I get the same amount of joy from it, handcrafts. So win-win. It could be used to acquire good, clean, healthy, nutrient-rich food, as well as just interact with the outdoors. And, you know, it won't go to waste. I mean, jewelry didn't either, because whatever didn't sell, I was able to gift. And, however, this is just, you know, it gives me internally a little bit more meaning than and I made jewelry for so long that I needed to experience something new. I'm really not sure how to store this hair tinsel. I'm gonna have to look up, because people, you could rent, or hire, I should say, rent, Jesus. You could hire hair tinsel appliers for like kids' birthdays, kind of like face painters. So it'll be interesting to see how they store it. I would hate to cut it, but that was my first idea, was like putting some zip ties going down it and then just cutting little tassels of it, just so it's easier to manage. This hair tinsel is so thin, Mom. This hair tinsel is so thin.
Oh, cool.
You should let me put some in your hair.
Oh my god, that's like micro thin,
It's cool. Put like green.
As I mentioned earlier, Miss Lucy has a reduce at the
It'd be cool to put this in your hair for like underwater pictures, except like barracudas. Alright, guess I'll keep going this way. Good amount of this. Okay. When Dad's hungry again, I can make him that quesadilla. And if you're hungry too, because there's still, made tacos the other night, and trying to come up with good, oh, not popcorn, oh, she's making popcorn. There you go. So made tacos, because trying to make really like a huge piles of food as affordable as possible. And so made tacos and put just, you know, what we had already. So some sweet onions and green peppers in the meat. And really good. Really, really easy. So there's leftover meat, but for that, because my mom is diabetic, it's no secret. And she has the biggest sweet tooth known to mankind. It should be studied. So trying to help her come up with like a bunch of different recipes that are heavy on dairy, because that's where she gets her protein from milk solids. Ow! Oh, I could probably test my blood sugar now. I'm too afraid to poke myself. I'll be real. Wanted to test it because one of the test strips fell, and since we want to absolutely flawless reading, I really try not to touch the test strips. But I didn't want it to go to waste, so I was gonna use it, but I couldn't bring myself to poke my finger. I poke myself all the time. I'm always like full of injuries, but it's, oh my gosh, I couldn't do it. So I'm a bitch, but you know. deeply feel for all that have to test their blood sugar every day, and multiple times a day. I'm trying to get, like, I could poke my mom, but for some reason, and like maybe she could poke me, I would just close my eyes, but I couldn't do it. And I pierced my nose before. Don't ask. It was like 10 years ago. It was a septum piercing. It was before, you know, the connotation. I listened to a lot of screamo music. And I dreamed of living in like the Pacific Northwest, so it was high school. I was really into Thursday.
Go to B&B, and she showed me this confidential website. If you're paying a lot of money for car insurance, stop right now and go straight.
Still really into Thursday though. They had 2 albums that hold up to this day. I'm sure more, but I'm not really familiar with the albums Full Collapse and War All the Time.
Sure you need such huge doses? I'm afraid you won't survive.
Okay, so I want to do small tuft to silver.
All this knowledge, Lucy. I'm not even sure mankind is ready for it. We're so driven by power and profit. Given man's nature.
Small tuft to silver. Sorry about the lighting, y'all. I'm gonna be working on that. I couldn't find any lamps. Most of the like extra lamps and stuff like that are all in the attic.
I just hope we will be worthy of your sacrifice.
I also forgot. Oh shoot, there was something that I was like, oh my god, I hope Code can bring this. What was it?
You understand English?
Oh man. I might have to rewind the stream because I'm having a total blank. Oh man, I forgot to add the lead again. So for this little tiny hook, I have some really thin lead wire. Alright, so maybe I'll just do kind of like all flash, because there is white. Does it need any other materials to break it up? Look at that. Maybe I'll try. think next time I'm gonna try to bend the material back and tuck it rather than trying to. I think I get too close to the eye and I kind of run out of room. At least feel like I've run out of room. Gonna see. Oh, shoot. Almost messed up dearly. I'll just try to get one little tuft up there. Oh. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna go for it. Make like a kind of beard of sorts. Kinda like it. Has a little scruff to it. Definitely gotta get more that penetrator. I just can't get enough of. If there's any other types of glue like that, they're really thin, soak into every layer glue. Because then I cement the head still, but really like that thin. Just really gets in there. The scissors slipped on my fingers. It was such an awkward hold. A little sloppy, but you know what? I think they'll dig it. So this one needs a little bit more up top. But it's just for something quick to give a go at the Lake Worth Pier. A lot of shine, little tiny hook, and going to, you know, probably maybe these two together. Have two going with like two fish. Goat Islands. Ooh, where's that? Almost on the road. Very nice. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day, and please definitely wish us luck. I caught a pintail, a spotted pinfish, last time, but the bites were minimal. It was really rough, really rough. Streamed a good portion of it. Didn't get catching anything on stream or anything like that. I really need something to wear so I don't have to hold the camera, because more than happy to have it just going. It's just, I can't really just leave it on the side, too many people running back and forth. I'd feel bad if someone tripped on it, and stuff like that. And so I need something to wear the phone with, or to, well, I got a tripod this time. I didn't have the tripod last time, but yeah, really fun. And bites really started picking up like as soon as ran out of time because of the parking meter. But just packing light. I just have the Ugly Stick catfish pole, and that has just a basic spinning reel on it, and then the lightweight one for bait and for these guys. So packing light, and just have one tool tray box, like nothing too extensive. I usually always overpack, and starting to get out of that. Like, been paying so much attention to what I actually use, so then I could get away with just like one tray in my bag. And so super simple, and yeah. Really want to get these really flashy ones again. I'm trying to get them as flashy as possible. Tigo Fly, I believe, is the brand that I saw. They sell these little bait fish flies, and these are inspired by them. They oh, I already forgot, polar hair maybe. I asked in a group like what they thought the materials were, and they're just so juicy looking, and that the materials together, it looks like all just like kind of like that, but I don't have larva lace or angel hair yet. So really stoked on those, because I really want to kind of focus on bait fish, since, you know, I'm just using live bait, and a lot of the fish here feed on little bait fish and reef fish, and it'd be cool to start trying to replicate some of the colors. Like there's this one, is it a wrasse? Well, it's like blue head and it has a green body, and it's separated by a black and white line. Really cool color combinations like that. Excuse me, just so antsy. But on that note, I think I should probably start getting ready and charge the phone, and so hopefully within the next like hour or two, be on Lake Worth Pier, or at least walking around Lake Worth, Texas. No, Lake Worth, Florida. But there is a Lake Worth, Florida, or Texas. That's right. Sometimes, if I'm tired enough, I won't realize I didn't specify Florida in Google searches. I'm like, no way, they opened one of those. Longview. I appreciate that. So, here in Southeast Florida in Palm Beach County. And Lake Worth is a little coastal town, but it's right, like, we have a bridge that goes over to the beach. And Lake Worth is pretty big, but they finally specified this area as Lake Worth Beach, because it does go pretty dang inland. And sometimes people will only know like Lake Worth as like the full scale of it. I'm like, yeah, it's such a quaint, kitschy, artsy little place. And I'm like, what? It's like shopping centers, and that's it. Like 2 busy streets. But that's out west. And Lakewood Beach, it goes to the ocean, and a lot of deco buildings, a lot of really good food. And like there's a Bosque Bakery down the street, technically in West Palm, but it's right there, and it's called Napoleon. And like you could spend $8 and get a huge bowl of like the rice with clams and was it pilaf? I could be wrong. I'm not sure, but like forgot the name, or the one with chicken. They have these pies made with potatoes and eggs, and it's just like so substantial. And then their turkey sandwich has very thin slices of apple and like the cinnamon, like kind of butter spread on the bread with turkey. And I think it's called like the cottage sandwich. It's just special. And then out of their pastries, like they have pastries just of, I don't even know how to describe. And there's this one that I believe is meringue, but it tastes just like space ice cream, and it has like a soft core and just unreal. And then they have legs of lamb hanging from the ceiling and sausages curing, and some of the stuff is mad simple because it's like sausage like cured there, and it'll be on it just like a tiny piece of homemade bread, and it's just like a sausage, or it'll be a sausage and one little baked like mini pepper, roasted mini pepper. It's the greatest place in this county, in my opinion. That and the Mediterranean Bakery, which also in West Palm, but you walk in and you're instantly confronted with buckets full of olives. Like every color and every kind, every marinade, like it's real good. And I believe I streamed there once a long time ago. I don't know if the quality is very good because it was back when the streams were coming from Google Fi, which is useless in Palm Beach County, come to find out. But yeah, and what else? I brought some plain tube flies so I could color them with my dad. Whatever bait fish like he prefers, I want to try to replicate. And I threw a few things up here because I was like, oh, this will be cool to ship. I don't know why, but it was one of my childhood Christmas ornaments. It's just so quaint and a little eerie, but very nostalgic nonetheless. I think that's about it. I think I'm just going to worry about packing because my number one goal here is like, if I don't get around to testing any of these, it's fine, because I'm really trying to bring back any fish, whether it be small bait fish and we could try to fry them up, anything edible and legal. And that's one of the reasons why I'm also looking at the unregulated species, because it could fill buckets with it and produce a lot of food and freeze a ton of it. I want to fill the freezer with fish. And right now, like, nutrients and eating clean and healthy is always important, but it's really difficult. And down here, they're trying to do this whole like Lux life. I think they're trying to make it like the casual, like chill Palm Beach or something. It's just getting so bougie, but it's driving prices up for like regular stuff. Like, I almost kissed the ground because potatoes were on sale. Like, it's intense. And then have to make dinner or make meals that everyone can eat, and that won't raise my mom's blood sugar, because happens like that is brutal. And trying to keep like Mediterranean recipes on the TV, because they're and Mediterranean diet like has some of the best imagery, some of those delicious platters of delicious foods. And it's easy to stick to and easy to look up, to have like a base of recipes to sift through. But you know, as opposed to just like looking up healthy recipes or something, it's a little more like tuned to stuff they like anyway, and all the materials are very easy to come across here. Just have to get a little bit more creative. The produce at Publix is a joke, and the Publix here is an urban Publix. It's the worst. Jack of all trades. I often refer to myself, or I should say, used to refer to myself as a jackass of all trades. But yeah, this TV. So, Code and I are gonna run and get some fishing in that lake with Pier, and I have some squid left, and they sell squid and shrimp on the pier anyway. And trying to keep it simple, because it's quick. Like when the bites pick up, it's really quick. It's just I'm really trying to pay attention so I know what time to focus on getting there, because after I get past some appointments, could start focusing on spending as much time there to up the chances of bringing food back, because that's, I mean, to buy a whole fish completely out of reach currently, and it's right there. I mean, it's like 15 blocks and I'm there. So Happy New Year, Ron. Hope everyone has a beautiful day. Ron, I hope your day is perfect, and thank you for stopping by. Southwest Florida, very nice. Dying to get over there. Y'all have like the cream of the crop shells. So many colors. This shirt is like a large, but making it work. Found it at a yard sale out in the swamp. But anywho, Happy New Year and Merry belated Christmas. I don't know if I. Yeah, everything's kind of a blur right now, but keeping busy. Made quite a few. These are just the ones that I'm a little into, like really into this one. And one more time, it's just this. They have at Hobby Lobby, but look at that mixture of colors. I think it's pretty ideal. And you can strategically pinch, so you have like a little pink and a little green, or just blue and green. There's that a hair pink in it, and I'm really stoked on that one. But on that note, also trying to find my dad a cascade bag. So got the cascade bag for 23 bucks, but they're back to 38. They are more, the prices of casting bags are more like volatile than stocks or what have you. It goes up every day. So as soon as it comes down to 23, you're gonna grab more of them. Highly recommend. Greatest gift for any human being is these little fishing bags. I don't know why they're not waterproof, but that's fine. Because I sifted through a lot of like the fly fishing bags and like fishing bags, and the reason I was focusing on fishing bags is there's plenty of little spots to stash accessories, and it does hold a pole, granted like a small one or a little pocket one, but it's really sick, and it's just really nice and sturdy and good. And 23 bucks when on Amazon, the price goes up and down like every other day. Highly worth it. But before I get into rambling mode, I can honestly say I miss y'all, because I've been trying to poke on. I poked on yesterday. I managed to stream for 2 minutes. An old friend popped by, and so 2 minutes in. Yeah. So I have to wait till like you know, stars align essentially, but that's all right. So these old Adidas bag. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Back when it was still, you know, I don't really care who owns companies or anything, but it's just so wild that Adidas is like technically an Italian brand now. I've been trying to find old Adidas because it's just nothing is made how it used to be. Like the late 90s to late 90s to like early 2010s, I feel like was the best quality of clothes. So I'm always trying to find clothes, jeans, everything from those Decades jackets, because I know it's going to be an actual garment rather than something to made to look like a garment, and it's a nightmare. So yeah, I really like this soft denim and stuff, but the new stuff they make to look like it, when you wash it, it's all so disposable feeling. They really cheap out on women's clothes, especially, because a lot of it's like aesthetic value anyway. And yeah, that's why when I used to get flannels, I used to only get men's flannels because women's were just like fashion flannels. So they were made out of indescribable, illegible chemical backed materials, just like stuff that melts, so they have to put tons of retardants in it, and stuff that like makes you sweat heinously. However, in the winter it doesn't keep you warm, it doesn't breathe or anything, and you want to be cozy in clothes, you know. But anyhow, I'm getting into rambling. Jansport, right on. That's the OG like second bladder. Oh, yeah, so yeah, alright. Happy trails all, y'all, love y'all. Tight lines till the end of time, and wish us luck, cause I'm hungry. Big hungry. Yeah. Happy trails. My voice is so hurt. Ow.